my mom was going downtown to catch the bus. It was just two of us. Me and my sister were a year apart. She was a year older than me. And they were going downtown, and I wanted to go with them. And she told me to go back home and ask your dad for car fare so you can go with us. So I went running back home, and I asked my dad. At that time, car fare was 3 cents. And I asked him for the money to go with my mom and my sister downtown. And he said, if I had it, I wouldn't give it to you. And I remember going in the backyard on this step. I call it the crying step, because whenever things would happen, I'd go out there and sit on the steps and cry. And I went out there and I sat down, I cried. After I got out of high school, I worked at this grocery store on Madison and William. It was BCES. And that's how I met my children's father. And we got married. And out of that marriage, I had 3 daughters. And he was very verbally abusive to me. It wasn't physical, but it was verbal. And verbal abuse will affect you physically. So many times I would leave him and go back home to my mother and take my daughters with me. And I never forget, I had asked my mother one time, I said, Mom, what should I do? Because I was always back and forth. And she says, when you have enough, you won't have to ask anybody what you should do. And I thank God for the day that I finally had enough, and I never went back to him. All it takes is a made-up mind that I've had enough, I'm not taking it anymore, and move on. Find out what you really want to be in life, what avenues you want to pursue, and do it. An inch at a time becomes a mile. You'll make it, because I did. In spite of all the odds, all that verbal abuse, you won't do this, you won't be that. I am that and more.